In this video, we watch a young and talented man, the process of transforming a small pickup truck into a completely handmade camper van from start to finish. Thanks to clever planning in a confined space, handcrafted details, and practical solutions, an ordinary vehicle is quickly transformed into a habitable mobile home. The wooden frame has been prepared, and the gaps are being filled with insulation panels. Next, the frames that will support the caravan's side walls are being constructed. Wooden slats are being formed into a frame. This frame will both support the wall cladding and determine the overall rigidity of the caravan. The young man aligns the frames he has prepared on a flat surface and assembles them into a single structure. This on-ground assembly clearly reveals the overall form of the structure. The parts are quite lightweight. This allows one person to carry them comfortably, and the on-ground assembly process is much more controlled. Floorboards are being laid on the floor of the caravan. Now the interior walls will be covered with plywood panels, both lightweight and strong. The wiring is done before the external insulation is installed. An outlet is installed at the head of the bed for using an electric blanket. The roof will be covered with sheet metal, but first 9.5mm black pine plywood is being laid. The roof is almost finished. Next, it's time to do the exterior insulation. Care must be taken with the cables during insulation. This process makes the outer layer completely waterproof. They are covering the area in front of the entrance with sheet metal left over from the roof. Then they will add a step to the entrance and make the step resistant to rain. Next, we'll discuss building the door. He makes the door with his own hands too. Because it's handmade, this door will be 1,000 times more valuable than store-bought ones. The process of installing the door handle has begun. He says this door handle is inexpensive but surprisingly durable. After the door was installed, it started to give the place a small house feel. Now it's time to make the frame for the bunk bed, which will also serve as a bed. He will place a mat on 5.5mm plywood and cover it with synthetic leather. He applies a sealant to the plywood, then he'll cover it with wallpaper. He's sealing the corners with tape to prevent insects from getting in through the holes. He's drilling a hole for a ventilation fan. The ventilation fan he'll place here has adjustable features. The young man is using acrylic instead of glass for the window section to ensure it is not dangerous. The man is installing gaskets on the edges of the door to block out the wind and insects. The young man knows what he's doing. He doesn't rush. He measures, he thinks, then he acts. This caravan is not just a vehicle, it's the result of hard work and patience. The table he made for the windowsill turned out great and functional. Now he's preparing the place where he'll sleep. This system will be detachable because space is limited. He says it's not extremely comfortable, but it's sleepable. The space is limited, so the options are restricted, but he places each piece in the right place. He's working in a confined space, but he doesn't make a single mistake in using the space. For the exterior cladding, they chose Kagayaki siding, a material that is both lightweight and durable. He will use cedar panels for the entrance area. The caravan is almost finished. The assembly process onto the vehicle is just around the corner. Now it's time to load it onto the truck. He says he was very excited after the assembly was finished. He will install a sink and a base for the sink inside the caravan. This caravan wasn't created with ready-made solutions, but with patience, planning, and handcrafted work. A cleverly designed living space emerged from a small vehicle. Here, it's not the most expensive materials, but the effort itself that makes the difference. The young man has a full version on his YouTube channel. He has other projects on his channel. Links are in the description. Don't forget to visit.